Welcome back to Black Guys Reviews. In this review, we're taking a look at the Little Subjects Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles / action figure. This is the packaging it comes in. I like the cartoon artwork from the cartoon. There's the classic logo at the bottom, the nameplate. You can see the figure and most of the accessories in the window box. Looks pretty cool. Up at the top, it does try to say it's the best features, best articulation, best assortment. Let's put that to the test. Black Skies review style. Here's the back of the box. Top of the box. Here's slash kind of a bio. I'll see if I can pause that and you can read that on your own. The box has 31 points of articulation. You can see the figure there with his accessories. It says incredible sculpt and detail. Warning is the stuff at the bottom. This side of the box has a really cool cartoon artwork. That's really nice. It's actually a thicker box than usual. And there's the other side of the box. Nothing to see besides plastic window. And there's the top of the box. And here's the bottom of the box. And here he is outside the packaging. You know what? First impressions. So I have the Turtles and some foot soldiers and the Shredder. It's been a while, but they usually had some of their tolerance issues. He feels pretty solid, believe it or not. It's like they definitely made some improvements on their figures, so that's a plus. So he feels he has some weight to him. He feels pretty solid. These retail for like $19.99. So you know, if your NECA stuff's so hard to find when it comes to Ninja Turtles, if you're looking for something, you know, outside of relatively inexpensive but not cheap figures, these are an option for you. So he's pretty cool, so I picked him up. One of my favorite characters, obviously, because he's a turtle. But it looks really cool. Let's check him out. So he has more of the cartoonish sculpt. He has his bandana made of metal with one eye there, and his yellow optic eye there. This is huge. He goes all the way around his nugget. He got a little bit of warts there on top of his head, some there on his cheek. You got his two white teeth there, his tongue, he's smiling, and one tooth on that side. Pretty cool. You got his turtle shell down in yellow. You got his purple belt with the silver belt buckle, the white skull, and orange eyes. Oh, that's pretty cool. Shoulder pads are done in silver. Pretty decent. His hands have a silver fingerless gloves. Purple spike on it. He has yellow fingernails on both sides. We have the black elbow pads and wristbands. Pretty decent. Of course, there's his turtle legs with his knee pads. We have the black knee pad strap with the plate on the front of steel color, again silverish, purple spikes. In his feet, he has two toes with two orange toenails on each foot. The bottom of his foot, no peg holes. On the reverse side, his shell looks pretty nice. We have the lighter brown with the dark brown in it throughout. And the shell here, then we have those spikes. Pretty decent looking. And he stands really, really well. I mean, I'm not really holding him at all. So he's a pretty good figure. For an alternative for a cartoon version of Slash versus what, you know, some of the other companies offer in their price points. Very nice. So let's take a look at his articulation and range. Let's see here. Oh my, his head is stuck. Okay, well, it wants to rotate, but it's super stiff, and I am not going to force that. It's like it's on a ball joint. Oh, maybe it loosened up. Okay, 360. A down and up. Not much. At the side to side too. So maybe some heat would have been probably the best start for that. Arms. Okay, we have rotation 360 around. We have the problem here. We have a little bit of room between the top of the arm and the shoulder, but that pad hits us. That really hinders his ability to get his side. That's about it. You can see how that hits the body. We have a bicep rotation, very smooth, double jointed elbows. Kind of gets a little unsightly here, in my opinion, unnatural. And that's about it there because of the way that piece hits that. So his hands are the in and out, like this, and rotates 360. So you don't have to watch your ranges if you're looking for the overall aesthetics. This hand is the same, I believe. Yep, there's the joint. No articulation in the shell for the legs. Let's see here. So we can get his hands up and out the way. Be very careful. Probably want to heat him up a little bit. Doesn't want to go too far out, and I don't want to force him somewhat that way. And obviously he's not going to sit because of his shell. He has thigh swivel and double jointed knees. But with those thighs, I kind of like get these little ledges when you start moving around from the muscle tone. So double jointed knees for what it's worth. The feet do pivot down, some up, and you get a little rocker there. Can you get any better? Yeah, I'll go around the ankle, basically. So he has a good bit of articulation. It's just when you utilize it, it kind of gets you some unnatural positions like the elbows and the knees, and then the calves, the thigh muscles here. For some reason, these legs are driving me crazy today. Yeah, it's not a bad figure. So you either kind of like collect the little subjects or you kind of don't. It's an alternative from the original reissues to these guys, to like NECA, and then obviously Super 7. So that gives you your options, like in your different price points. He comes with a few accessories. He has this backpack. It's all dinged up on the inside there. It's just sort of a bright silver, color. It's black strap. It's pretty flexible. So that's pretty cool. He has two alternate hands. They're more like, this is a trigger kind of a hand. It's more like maybe open, asking for something, or kind of like grabbing or dynamic pose hand, I guess. And he comes with this very unique weapon. It's silver and red with the purple wires and the business end. Some kind of ray gun. I don't remember what this is because it's been a long time since I've watched the Ninja Turtles. We have the black on the front here. Black trigger, black a little bit on the grip. Pretty cool. And then he has this cannon piece with kind of purple, silver, and black. Pretty cool. So for a strap, it kind of can just, it's actually plenty of space here for this. No issues. Maybe a little too much, maybe. So it goes on his back. Underneath I guess it goes besides the spikes. And just under the ones on the top. So it doesn't really stay very well. It just becomes a little back heavy. So he has this little gun. Let's see if he holds it. It definitely comes back heavy. Kind of looks like it's going to get wedged. It's probably a better hand, obviously. It would be that trigger finger hand, but let's see. That's how he holds that. I mean, the paint makes it really well detailed for what it's worth. I cannot believe this thing just keeps falling down. There you go. So yeah, so there's probably definitely a better hand for that. And that's a back heavy toy. And there it goes. So yeah, that thing is irritating. Nice. So here we have more of a trigger hand, I guess. There you go. I don't have my hair dryer, so I'm not going to try to take that hand out without, I don't want to break that peg off. But it kind of looks like, you see what it looks like, kind of holding it with that alternate hand. So, pretty cool. So, one of the things I noticed too, outside is how big the strap is that it comes with this unique double barrel phaser Gatling gun thing, whatever it's called, I don't know. So he has no way. If a backpack is trying to resemble like for his ammunition to this thing, there's no way to connect this to the backpack. There's no hoses or anything or wires or. And his hands are super stiff. Yep, so I'm not gonna get that in there. So I'm not even going to try, but there's nothing to connect this to this backpack. If it was sitting in this hand, yeah, I just sit in there. So you probably could get a double hand wheel there after you heat up the joints. Aesthetically, it looks good. He's a lot of fiddleness going on with this guy. So, probably wouldn't recommend him to, I mean, as you know, an alternative to NECA, because NECA, arguably is probably the best that you're going to get for turtles at this point. If you want the cartoon version, if you want the toy look and then you want a bigger size, you can go to Super 7, which they do great looking figures, but they have their issues with articulation too. So yeah. So there he is. So that's your alternatives. You have 4 options to choose from: their vintage, the little subjects, NECA, or Super 7. Well, I hope this helps you decide if you want to pick this figure up or not. So, is it worth it? I don't know. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you like these, you don't. Neither do you don't, in my opinion. And we'll see you guys in our next review.